Howdy folks, and welcome back once more to Let's Play Delusion. Today we are finally going somewhere new. Unless I get distracted, which is likely to happen. I do not want to jump off there. Tempting though it may be. Here though, here's okay. Alright. Let us zoom. Okay, I know we gotta go this way in some direction. I think not there, not gone far enough. Let's see. I think it's just down here, if I recall correctly. Past all of this other stuff that we've already dealt with. Now, I think. Maybe not. It's like we hadn't been in there. Can I even get up on top of this? Let's find out. Have we been in here? I've probably been in here. Is there a guy in here? No. Have I been in here? Have I been in here? I feel like I've been in here. This feels like Happy Ghost has arrived and looted the place thoroughly. Okay, so there's Passage of the Clockwork Kingdom. Oh, hello. What you got? Excuse me, the man dressed in elegant fineries is grumbling over a weathered map. This thing's more useful than a bloated god corpse. Suddenly he notices you. Ah, you there. Perchance could you help a humble merchant in his time of need? I have a sizable delivery of scryshroom tea bound for the Clockwork Kingdom. Now before you say it, I know the border crossing is locked up, but as you see I've been in contact with only fellow around here who has an import permit for this bloody kingdom of cogs or what have you. What was his name? Maka? It escapes me. But the point is I can't bloody well find him, can I? This old map's all wrong. So if you see him in the chapel, you let him know. There will be coin in it for you. Yeah, okay. He nods. You're most kind. In the meantime, I return to deciphering this blasted map. So that's scryshroom tea. Alright, well, I mean, sure. Anyways, let's see what's over here in my continued desire to be distracted from everything that isn't gameplay, or progression, I should say. This is all gameplay on account of I'm actually playing the game, but y'all know what I mean. Okay, seriously though, is there just nothing up here? Ooh! Well, hello, I'm on you now. What's this? You see a middle-aged man with patchy hair and thick mustache tinkering with a sky skiff. His skin is weathered and somehow a pipe stays in his mouth even as he toils. Piss off, I'm working. Nice bow, where'd you get it? From a genie. First wish was for the sky skiff, second wish was for strangers to ask annoying questions, third was for strangers to fall in plague pit. No need to be sour, I'm only asking, and I'm only working, so... Alright, fine, we'll leave him alone. Let's loot the place. Okay, there's nothing here worth looting. I would like to steal said skyship. Can I just take it? We might eventually need this for something. I don't know. We have invisible walls there. All right, wow, that's interesting. Not a whole lot I can do with it, though. Yes, I see that there's a little godlet down there. No, I don't really personally care. All right, we'll just head back. But quick, like. Oh, it's stuttering, though. Nope, you've already... Alright, we'll save our game. Wait, this isn't the Clockwork Kingdom I've aired. Shit, that's the Clockwork Kingdom. Stupid, stupid ghost doing stupid, stupid things as he's wont to do, I suppose. Okay, that's... Alright, apparently one that we already got. Just watched it break open and disappear in real time. Okay, but seriously though, there it is, okay. Like, where's the ramp that leads up to this thing? I know we just saw it. And we did. I'm just kind of an idiot. I don't know if we've been over here. Hello, gentlemen. Goodbye, gentlemen. Yoink. Smash. Yoink. Obvious secret door. Another ring of spellcraft much earlier this time. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Additional secrecy. Hey, we hit a delusion milestone and we got a book. The Tragedy of King Tristwich by Joan Toussaint. Well, let's level our might again. We are becoming quite the powerhouse. I'm curious to see what level you're expected to like finish this game at. It feels like it can't be much higher than where we are right now. Like maybe 20 on the high end if I had to guess. Oh hey, it's our ghost friend. What's up? For many years, this manor gleamed with opulence. Wiccan blood paid for its walls, and the spoils of battle filled its rooms, as it belonged to Admiral Close, who rose to prominence in the God War. Yet happiness bloomed here. With her sister Isabet, Vella's formative years were joyful, as they played under the watchful eye of their mother. But our folly is to assume our privilege, once attained, will endure. A single spilled candle can raise a timber-built town to the ground. Something similar happened here. That's tragic. For Vella, her world came crashing down. In later life, she would recognize the price others paid for her privilege. But to that child, she had simply lost her home, her family. Yeah, that's sad. Oh. Oh, she moved. Okay. Interesting. Layout of this place mirrors my home, the manor that I bought. Vella and her father were away when this manor was ablaze, but Vella's sister Isabet and their mother were burned alive. Isabet was a prodigy. From a young age, Vella and Isabet would stow away to explore Ambarian ruins, much to their father's ire. Isabet could pull apart that ancient wreckage and put it back together, working as if it were new. Had Isabet lived, she would have thrived. I can see her now as one of the most respected archaeologists of the Sky Realms. Vella never recovered from Isabet's death. In every arcane tome, every forbidden volume, Vella would search for some way to bring Isabet back. But though the Sky Realm teemed with creatures who make a mockery of life, myself included, Vella never found an answer. For the grammar of cipher magic contains strict rules. The mortal principle, long studied but little understood, prevents a body from being revived. People can be plucked from the jaws of death, or their lives extended unnaturally, but for the charred remains of Isabet, nothing could be done. So this is the thorn in Vella's heart. She nods slowly. I think it was Isabet's loss that drove Vella to quit the Union Navy. With her father an admiral, she could have risen to the very top, but she just didn't see the point of it. So she took her father's dream and inverted it. The Dark Stars were born, its Black Star motif, a cynical mockery of the symbol of the apostatic union. She smiles. But we've had enough storytelling for one day, eh? There's an island with an airship cove on the western edge of the Endless Realm. Meet me there when you're ready and I'll continue my tale. Okay, but first I gotta loot. Yoink. Yoink! Alright. Getting some change, getting some potions. Nothing over there. Wait a minute. Ooh, I don't know if I went down there. I wonder if I could make it there from here. I bet I could. I bet. Oh, I definitely can. I have to. I gots to. This game's really good. This game's really, really good. I think we've been here before. Yeah, we've been here before. I'm all but certain. I recall this, I think. Yeah, we've been here. Okay. All right. I gotta say, like, this game does so much to make you feel powerful once you've progressed, and it's something that you don't really get in a lot of like open world RPGs like this, generally speaking. Like, there are obviously guardrails in place to keep me from going like absolutely insane with the world space, but then I can just do shit like that, and it's great. It feels really good. It's nice. Let's drink a mana potion. All right. We should have a pass for this. Hello. The border guard is working on some kind of word puzzle. He does not look up. Yes. I'd like to cross the gate bridge? No. What does that mean? It means you cannot cross. Why? Entry is forbidden by order of the Clockwork King. But I have a valid passport. Such documents are no good in the Clockwork Kingdom. Why not? Because we do not recognize the defeatist entity. Sorry, the what entity? You would call it the Apostatic Union. And why do you call it that? Because it's a defeated excrescence of greed and privilege run by a cabal of fossilized sophists and jealous aristocrats. He sounds as bored as ever and still does not look up. Are there no exceptions to the ban? Exceptions are permitted only by specific order of the king. Alright, and how do I do that? Petitions to his majesty may be submitted by the Mechanists Guild in Ferropolis. And how do I get there? Cross this bridge, follow the road, then ask someone else. I'm a border guard, not a map maker. So it's to cross the bridge, which I can't cross because entry is forbidden. Correct. Is there any other way in? Not anymore. Perhaps I can make it worth your while? He does not look up. You cannot. Ooh. Letters of complaint may be submitted to the gate bridge officer. All complaints will be handled within 3 to 6 years. However, you must first exhaust the usual channels by requesting an entry exception. What if I could get you a Union passport? Such documents are no good in the Clockwork Kingdom. So what do you accept? Yep, of the king. How do I get there? Can't cross. Is there any other way? I'm with the Inquisition, let me through, or there will be serious diplomatic consequences. That's not going to do anything. Okay, forget it. The guard just goes back to his puzzle, apparently ignoring you. Evidently, you need to find some other way in. Good luck with your puzzle, chucklefuck. All right. Well, I mean, that strikes me as man on boat that we encountered earlier. Of course. Let's see. Happy Ghost is currently formulating ways to cheese the terrain to get around this bridge. The problem is our jump height. We can't jump high enough to... do anything that I would want to do. Ooh, is that possible? No. Okay. All right, let's go talk to Boatman and be like, hey, can I bribe you? Taking my violence out on this goblin. Such frustration, much wow, or whatever the fuck the kids say nowadays. Was it over here that the boatman was? I don't remember. We were literally there not 10 minutes ago, and I've already forgotten. No, I think he was over here. Yeah. Yeah, this is totally something. Oi. Who are you? Man who's working and not to be disturbed. Any room for passengers? He closes the panel on his skip, then turns to examine you. Perhaps, perhaps not. That depends on how helpful you can be. Name is Mikhail, but friends call me Misha. You and I, we are not friends. Not yet. For his sins, old Misha is the only independent sky sailor in the Oneric Isles with genuine cargo permit for the Clockwork Kingdom. Ah, here we go. Misha grew up there many years ago, so he knows all the secrets and tricks to get your paperwork approved. But the Clockwork Kingdom is not an easy place to enter. Borders are closed, visitors are jailed, so Misha's skills are in high demand. Current waiting time for new clients is about 1 year. Alright. Can you get me in? You're very funny. Cargo, yes, people no. As I am sure a clever customer like you knows, entry to the kingdom is forbidden. Of course, where there is a will, there is a way, Go on. Not with Misha mind. Misha does everything above the board, but if we are speaking abstract as philosophers do, if a traveler, much like you, were to give a sky sailor Much like Misha, a proper apostatic union passport, then perhaps in theory, yes, arrangements could be made. Well, it's quite the prize inside the Clockwork Kingdom, useless for entering, but most people wish to exit, so philosophically speaking, perhaps this would be a fair trade. Funnily enough, I have one right here. Finally, a serious conversation. Misha will make sure it finds a good owner. Perhaps you are thinking, what if this dashing yet enigmatic sky pirate sailor is a common crook? What if he takes my shiny passport and then throws me overboard? Do not have so little faith in Misha. He hands you a crudely drawn parody of an apostatic union passport. Show this authentic travel document to the royal factor in the city of Ferropolis after we land. Good friend of Misha's. She will make sure you can cross Gatebridge in future. If you wish to fly with Misha again, just find his skiff on either side and flash the passport. Upon Misha's life, you will have safe passage. Alright, I'll keep it close. Are you ready for the voyage? Let's go. Alright. I was gonna complain and be like, oh, so we really had to go to the undead place first and we couldn't have come here first because apparently we needed something, but no. It's just alternate entry, I suppose. Curious what's up there. Maybe we've already been up there. I don't know. I don't know. Where are we going, Misha? You just driving us in circles here? Gonna dump me off a cliff? I'd dump me off a cliff. Can I move? Nope. We see, like, we can't move right now, so I'm waiting for something. Oh, is this where he's parking us? Yes. Yes? I feel as though we have parked. Yes, we have parked. Okay. Oh, hey. Thank you, Misha. Misha, your portation abilities are nothing sort of magnificent. Mikhail looks off towards the mountains with an unreadable expression, then shakes his head. Well, here we are, home shit home, or what is left of it. Since Misha never goes inland, this is where we part. Misha will not ask your business, and it is best you do not tell, but if you wish to cross the gate bridge, speak to Royal Factor. When you get to Ferropolis, keep your head down and trust no one. Understand? You do not wish to be tangled in with mechanist intrigue. Alright, I shouldn't linger. Wise plan. Do not die, yes? Thanks, Misha. Smashy, smashy. Yoink. Alright, well, we're here. It was a little work, but we've arrived. Oh, hey, it's our ghost friend. Change is a force that sweeps through the sky realms unhindered. None can escape it. The Wiccans tried to resist and were ground to dust, but for some, the maelstrom of change is like wind for their sails. In the aftermath of the God War, the sky realms had a chance to choose their own masters, but here in the Clockwork Kingdom, that was not enough. Their cipher scribes and mechanists committed to build their monarch from metal and magic. It was to be a realm where any common laborer could draw on the power of a god, where every belly would be full, but to embrace such drastic change is also to roll the dice of fate, and the denizens here have found their luck wanting. So what do you think, stranger? Though their people lie rotting in the barren fields, was it noble of them to try to reach for the heavens despite their risks? I mean, I think we should always strive to be better. I agree with that, but no matter the cost. Not so much. So I guess idealism is well and good, but not when lives are at stake. She nods, a pragmatic answer, but a ruler would soon learn that their hands will never be clean from blood, and doing nothing is still a decision. I'm not saying do nothing, I'm just saying better yourself, but don't be a cunt about it. Jeez, lady. It's not hard. It's not hard, people of the internet. Just don't be an asshole. That's 90% of it. Don't be a douche. At least 3% of the remaining bits is just learn how to listen. Which can also be read as learn when to shut the fuck up. That's the thing is, like, people tell me constantly that I'm a really good listener. And it's not that I'm a good listener necessarily. I mean, I listen when people are speaking to me, obviously, and I will engage them in a conversation. But It's mostly just that I don't talk. I just let them talk. I let them, you know, put forth their ideas, and, you know, if there's something I engage with it. Otherwise, I'm like, oh yeah, that's very interesting. And, you know, we move on with our lives. It's amazing how well that works. Because I think there are a lot of people in this world that just feel unheard. And, you know, that can be tough. And I know one thing that I do that some people find off-putting. Is that a monster? One thing I do that people find off-putting is... No. They'll talk about, like, something that happened in their life, and I tend to kind of, like, find parallels to that stuff and be like, you know, oh, I got into a car crash. Oh, yeah, that happened to me when I was young, too. It's not fun, you know, it really sucks. And for some people, that can be off-putting because it makes them feel like you're making the conversation about yourself. But in my case, yoink, it's mostly just me trying to find a way to relate to what they're saying and be like, yes, I hear you. I have been through that as well. I can offer, you know, sincere feelings and thoughts on this because I too have experienced said thing. But I mean, then there are other people that, you know, they just want to talk. Sometimes people just want to bitch, and you need to just let them bitch. I mean, assuming that there's somebody you actually care about, like they're, you know, somebody that isn't your worst enemy or whatever. Otherwise, yeah, obviously, if they're just kind of a piece of shit, don't give them, excuse me, don't give them the time of day. But yeah, if it's somebody you give a shit about, listening is no effort. You just listen, you let them talk, get shit off their chests. If you want to, you know, have input, give input. Otherwise, no, just let them talk. It's not hard. It's a bicycle. That is an adorable little bicycle. Attention all citizens, in response to recent outrages by the vile saboteur, Its Majesty's servants are conducting a security operation in this district. Anyone found in violation of the order shall be presumed an agent of the saboteur and treated accordingly. Long live the king, Century 0, Year 27, Month 6, Day 45. Alright. It is of utmost gravity that you immediately report all signs of corruption to the proper authorities in your district. Know these omens: unusual behavior or physical defects amongst livestock and other animals, confusion in finding your way through familiar places, mirages of the ear and eye, taste or smell of lilac where there is no lilac. Ooh. I suppose I can just arrow the door. That would have been funny, but no. Smashy smashy? Yes, indeed. Yoink. Yoink. Okay. I assume this is like Ferropolis up here. We're of course going to explore all of this shit first, because I want to see what's up. I mean, this is farmland, obviously. I'll be curious to see what the shops here have, if anything. Like, upgrade-wise. I'm letting myself in, thank you. These are some interesting structures, I have to say. Poison shuriken. These are interesting structures because, like, there's no supports. It just is. Which I am all but positive is an intentional design decision, but it's freaking me out, man. Frame rate, you gotta knock that shit off, I swear. I know it's just the game, like, loading zones and stuff. Hey, buddy, I'm just gonna take a look around. It's actually a nice looking little model right there. It's like a fancy hookah. Bro, your house is off kilter, and it is also freaking me out. What the hell is that? Who are you? Their eyes go wide as they see you, and they make some kind of occult sign with their hand. King's mercy, how did you get past the wards? They grab a frying pan from a nearby shelf and brandish it unconvincingly. Stay back. In the name of His Majesty, I object thee. You have no power here. I'm not here to hurt you. Calm down. They slowly lower the pan. You're not one of them, are you? You're actually traveling out here. Oh, please, Your Majesty, please watch over this brave soul. Who do you think I was? Perhaps a rogue Myrmidon, bewitched by the saboteur to disobey the king? Or perhaps even a corrupted one. One of the landship workers told me it's spreading hereabouts. I hear them, you know, clawing and hammering at my door every other night. Sometimes it's like they're knocking, sometimes they say things, but I don't listen, I know it's all lies. Big grimace. Just mind yourself out there, all right? All right, best of luck. That's creepy though, banging on his doors. I mean, this place is pretty well fortified. This is one thick fucking door. And I mean, the windows are all barred. So I mean, if whatever these things are is, you know, humanoid, I guess they're probably not gonna be getting in here. But who knows? Maybe their skin secretes stone dissolving acid. Or maybe they just kind of wander around and act all spooky. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge. Is this something I can get in, or is this, I think this is just a decorative structure. Dang it. Get murdered, nerd. These are interesting looking enemies. I mean, they're certainly beefy. Oh, and there's a bunch of them. Oh, but are those, okay, those are tinier. Be gone. Just look at them. They're tiny little robot mans. They're so cute. Get out of here. Ah. Where did you come from? These things are coming out of the damn woodwork. Okay. Oh, there's a bunch of bodies in here, shit. Excuse you, don't you be getting uppity with me, children. Happy Ghost has to hand out some punishment via greatsword. A rusty dagger. Oh, we found the dagger. Wow, that's certainly something that I'm going to make extensive use out of. Narrator, he was not. It will remain forever rusty. We might upgrade it just to upgrade it, but I need the iron for house upgrades first. So unless we find like a chain sword or something, we're probably just gonna be sticking with the greatsword. But if we find a chain sword, I'm sorry, but everything falls by the wayside because it's a chain sword. All right, some gold and some coins. Man, I gotta say, when they want to do like ruined buildings, they do good. Like these places look just absolutely run down and just completely fucked. It's solid. The world building in this game is really satisfying to me. I feel like the first region is much more fleshed out than the undead region was. And I'm sure this one will be less fleshed out as well, because I think I recall people bitching about this region. I don't know why, but I think I just remember complaints about it. But even still, like, it's not been unsatisfying to run around and explore, and like, I know I've missed shit. Yoink, random garbage beer. The best kind. Whoa. Hello. The disheveled citizen is muttering to themselves as they rake through the mud and muck underneath the town. Hello there. They start, oh, hello mate, don't mind me, I'm just scratching out a living. You'd be surprised what flushes down here in those cozy folks up in Feralopolis. Some may call it junk, but me, I calls it treasure. Oh. I can't get away from Skyrim, I just can't. Do you actually call it treasure? They shoot you a withering look. Don't be stupid, it's bloody junk. I just say that so tiny swords will give me the time of day. Everyone likes to see a peasant with enterprise. A good hunting to you. Good God. Yeah, there's a merchant in like the very first town you're likely to go into in Skyrim, and he's a junk peddler basically, and he says that. Some people call it junk, but I call it treasure. A dull mechanic voice booms out through the great machine's visor. Edict, halt and beshrive thyself, citizen, for thou standest before a servant of the Clockwork King. I'm going now. All hail its majesty, Machinus Rex, the Clockwork King. All right. Hey, that is like some. Is that a fucking flamethrower? No, I don't know what that is. Hey. The lift is closed due to investigation. I'm afraid I can't say more. Okay. Well, so much for getting into town the easy way. The door is shut tight. The doorman turns you away. You need 25 charm to talk your way in. Well, can I introduce you to my extravagant hat? Thank you, sir. Nice doing business with you. You never saw me. Don't really need the fine ore, though. That's the thing, is we need, like, the basic crap-ass ore. Hello. 5 days I've been kipping here now. They say I'm accused of stealing my true name, that I can't enter Ferropolis till the king has resolved my case, but I don't know about any case. I've lived here all my life. They won't tell me anything else because they can't be sure I'm really me. They want me to file a petition, but I can't do that until they let me in. It's madness. This is like some Alice in Wonderland shit going on here, and I just do not approve. Okay, so we came from like that direction, so let's putter about over here. Hello, hello. Sealed by an unseen device. Oh, really? Oh, I bet it's that right there. Excuse me, sir. I'm puzzle solving in this open world CRPG adjacent game. What is this? It looks like lore. Oh, I'm coming for you, buddy. Just... I bet that hurts if it hits you. That's a cool enemy design, though. Horrifying, but cool. Okay, that's 2. Was it opened? No. If I was a third such device, where would I be squirreled away by cheeky developers hiding things to make my life... Ah, there it is. Okay, but also... Is there anything back here? And there's a breakable, it's probably got like 2 gold pieces and some lint in it. So not really. All right, what do we got in here? Coins, mana potion to replace the mana we used. Oh, but this is interesting, dear viewer. What do we have here? Come on, game, 50-50 odds. All right, Glimmer of Delusion and Introduction to the Sixfold Cipher by A. Zhang and P. Kobliska, Volume 3. Why Sixfold? This world runs off of base 12. It's literally the devil. Let's see. I'd like to find a save point so that I could save, so that I could call it an episode, but I don't really want to teleport. Because then we're going to have to run back here again, and I'm a lazy ass, so we're not going to do that, and instead we're just going to run around confusedly. Oh. Do we actually have a map of here now? No. Good talk. Y'all got any of them save crystals floating around here? I hear good things. The control console is caked with dirt and dust. A spider skitters away into a hole where an indicator light has been torn out. Nobody's been here in a long time. Amidst the decay, you spy a keypad with 6 round keys. Now we're gonna leave it alone. That just sounds like a recipe for probable disaster and or machine-related execution. Okay. I mean, I guess, like, we saved right over there, right? So we can just head back. Crack a heal spell. I could just teleport, I suppose, but... why teleport when you can run? He's always around when we need him, ain't it great? But yeah, I think on that note, I am going to go ahead and call an episode here. So as per usual, folks, thank you for watching. Hope y'all had a good time, and I'll see you all next time, wherein I guess we're gonna poke around in the Clockwork Kingdom. Until then. Hey, you made it to the end. Nice. You had a good time? Check out one of these other series, see if you like them. Drop a like, comment, or subscribe if you'd like to support the channel, feed the machine and all that. As always, thanks for watching.